Hello, everyone, and welcome, Amber, to the Ultimate Woman series.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So, this is a series that's sharing about the experience that a lot of the women who've gone through the Ultimate Woman have experienced, transformed through, gone through. And a fun fact, I don't even know if Amber knows this, but she is the first woman who ever officially signed up for the Ultimate Woman.
I did not know that.
And
That's awesome.
Yeah. And now you're also the first official supporting coach that went through the program and did the mentorship and mastermind, the Radiant Star mentorship and mastermind. And now you're supporting the women in the program. So that's amazing. You get like the Hall of Fame.
That's
So
awesome. Yeah, it shows it was just all like so perfect and meant to be.
yeah. So tell us a little bit about like what was your experience in the Ultimate Woman?
My experience in the Ultimate Woman was really amazing. I really transformed several different areas of my life. For example, I one of the things was I improved my relationship with my husband and communication and just boundaries and being on the same page. It really improved and helped a lot. I also received the support to really step more fully into my purpose and really what I'd been wanting to do for professional work for a long time. I received like the coaching and the support and the activation and energy healing to really move forward with that. And I actually started my own wellness business and yeah, so that has always been a dream of mine. So I achieved that goal and I learned to manifest, like how to manifest more money and to use the rituals to like call in more money and abundance to be able to better support like my family and also to like support my, my mission and my purpose.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm actually going to love to get into all the details of that. But first, I'd also love to hear, like, how did you even find out about the program and like where were you at in your life that made you say yes?
Yeah, so I found out about the program from, I'd been following Nikki for years on Instagram and always wanted to work with her and never had for whatever reason. And then, yeah, apparently all the stars just aligned when she was launching the Ultimate Woman initially, and when you were, yeah, when you announced it, the launch of it, I was just in a place in my life where everything was really good, but I still wasn't like, I wanted more and I wanted things to be even better. I knew and believed that they could be even better than they already were. And so that's really what inspired me is that, I was like, I really want to be, live my dream life, for myself and for my daughter. And I just knew that I could show up for my family, for myself, for my daughter, and for also with the work that I do in a way that is more was more aligned with my purpose.
Yeah, so let's go into that a little bit. So even I remember that you used to tell me that because what you could share a little bit about what you do for work, and you would tell me that like your husband would be like, "Oh, but you should be happy with your job." And I mean, you have a great job. Like you work this many days a week and you have insurance and you have, so it was almost like your husband was telling you be happy like this, but you had your eyes set on a bigger goal. So tell us like, and now you're about to resign. So that's like amazing. So tell us like what was work life and your husband's relationship to that, and then where you are now with all of that.
Yeah, he was very much supportive, but still not really understanding, and just like, yeah, you have it so good, and you've got a good job, and I do, and I'm very thankful, for that. But
What do
really,
you
just
do?
I am a licensed therapist. I've been practicing for several years, and really. am grateful for the opportunities that I have had and that I've accomplished, professionally. But really feeling like it just was time for me to step into a different role of helping people in a different way, that a more holistic way, like what is done in the Ultimate Woman, and just really stepping into a place that of supporting people and helping people that I'm more passionate about.
Beautiful. Yeah. And I don't remember which week it was of the Ultimate Woman when you went through it, but I remember you saying to me, like, oh my God, this has like all the things, like, this is exactly how I want to work with people. It's like all right here. This program has everything. And I remember when you said that, I felt like so happy because I could feel like your soul was like, yeah, it exists. Like, because as we've talked about, sometimes you were kind of like, sometimes in the closet more about like the energy work and the healing modalities that were alternative. And here the program is like giving you permission to be like, this is actually how I believe in supporting people and healing their mental health and living their best lives and being happy. So yeah, I remember that. And now you're going to be resigning, right? So tell us a little bit about what brought you to that decision.
What brought me to that decision was that I really just felt, after going through the mentorship, with you and learning all of the healing modalities, and, my healing journey that I've been on, learning, different things, for many years, I just really felt I had um, the tools and the skill set and like the wisdom, like the energy healing, all that, to really be able to help people in a different way, in a holistic way. And I feel like it's just time.
Yeah. And you're really a rock star, Amber, because I remember when we created your wellness packages, the first client you had a consult with, he paid in full. And then that made your husband more of a believer, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah. And then same thing as the supporting coach with the Ultimate Woman, like even having Amy, who's also in our program right now, she came through you. And I'm sure your husband was like a believer when you showed him the money and you're like, yeah, you can do it this way too. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Money coming in helps to get people on board for sure.
Yeah. So actually that brings us to even, what would you say to women who are wanting to sign up and maybe they're on the fence, like they're not sure? Because sometimes people use the excuse of finances and maybe that's true, but what would you say to women who are curious or thinking about it?
I would really encourage any woman to just say yes and to sign up for it, and really being able to, like, if you're called to the program, if you're, called to your work or inspired at all, it's just like, you're called to the program for a reason, and just saying yes. And, if finances or money is something that, is an issue, or a potential issue, it's really just like trusting and believing and knowing that the universe always supports us when we support ourselves. And, it really is true. I experienced it when I signed up for the Ultimate Woman, and uh, I learned, like the abundance ritual and how to manifest more money. And I did manifest more money, and it was coming in so many different ways. Like one example is I found diamonds. And so that's abundance, a lot of abundance. So I found like all these diamonds and jewelry. And then one other thing that happened was just randomly in the mail, I got this letter in the mail about my mortgage. And it was like, your mortgage payment's going down. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So happy about it. But it's, yeah, which is another form of abundance. And I received, gift of money from a family member, and just lots of different ways that I never would have thought of, that money, came in.
Yeah, I remember when you shared about like family gifting you money as well. I was like, I mean, like, just like a random check, like, here you go, here's some money. And that's the thing, it always adds up, all the things. And then on top of that, you ended up creating your business and then receiving money in that way. So it's true that when we say yes to things, the universe brings us expected and unexpected ways to receive that support to make it happen. So thank you for sharing that. I know that that's something that happens to a lot of the women. So how would you say that the ultimate woman has impacted your life and even your business in a sense, just in general? Like how has it impacted your life and improved your life?
Yeah, it's improved my life in so many ways. I mean, my relationship with myself, but also my relationship with others, with confidence, with self-esteem. As far as my business goes, like I didn't have a business. I had an idea, like I had a passion, and I didn't have a business prior to the Ultimate Woman. So it really supported me in stepping up and taking that next step to start my own business. And finances, I mean, we already talked about that, learning how to, really manifest more money in abundance, and to have a healthy, positive relationship with money as well. It, supported me um, in learning, I mean, just about wellness too. There's a lot about this, just like overall, wellness and like healthy choices as far as eating goes, in other areas, as far as wellness goes, boundaries and a lot of boss lady stuff was important, and healing, of course, like the healing work, and that's very important, for us all to do, to rise and to like live our dream life and accomplish our goals. Healing is so important. So, of course, all the healing work too.
Yeah, and I also feel like something you touched upon earlier that I remember you sharing about, and even recently in your gratitudes, is the kind of the rekindling and the improvement of the relationship with your husband, having been together all these years and then have a child. And sometimes the flame could kind of, and I saw that you shared in your gratitude that he like called you his queen and like, and that's just so beautiful to see. And as you mentioned, kind of enrolling him in your dream and him even being like, yeah, when your business is going, I'm going to just take care of the land and do the farming and the chickens. And I just thought that was so beautiful. So yeah, just seeing you blossom and even I know that you've mentioned about the light language also being as a powerful tool.
Mhm.
And now that you first received it in the program and now you've been activated into it and how that's been a big, I know you've mentioned you've had a lot of shifts with that as well. Is there anything?
Yeah, definitely. The light language that I received in the activations and other energy healing throughout the program was very instrumental in making the changes in my life, transforming like it did. And also now that, yeah, I was activated in light language, as you activated me through, in the mentorship. So that has been huge too, as well in my journey.
Great. And what do you now? Because obviously you're still in it in the sense as a supporting coach, but what did you enjoy the most or did you feel benefited you the most of all the aspects of the ultimate woman?
It's hard to pick just one because there's so many good things. But I loved the light language. I love the meditations and the activations. I love the rituals. But then I also loved, like the gratitudes and the sisterhood support and like the practical side of it with like the guidebooks and everything to look at, like beliefs and behaviors and how to shift and change and transform and clear that.
Beautiful. So if you were going to recommend this to any women, what would you give it from like a 1 to a 10 and why?
I would say definitely a 10 because I feel like the program is so powerful and transformational, and unlike other programs that are available, the Ultimate Woman is everything. It truly is. It's there might be a different program on just like money or something, but the Ultimate Woman is everything. It's the healing, it's the money, it's the boss lady stuff. It's like the love and relationships and boundaries. It's like health and wellness. It really covers everything, and it is extremely effective in supporting women in achieving their goals. It doesn't matter what your goals are. Everyone comes with different goals and in different places, but it really is, because it works.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that because that's alluding to the fact that there is a methodology that happens. You're taken through an actual program, a step by step with different modules, all in this perfected order that really provides a transformational experience. And literally, you just need to show up and like watch the modules and do the work and show up to the calls, and you will shift. As long as you show up, you will shift. And it also speaks to the many different areas that we work, like mind, body, and spirit, aka the energy field. So it's definitely, as you said, a very well-rounded program, and that is why I called it the Ultimate Woman. So thank you for bringing light to that. And before we close, is there anything else you would like to share about the program, or anything else that you would like to tell the women?
I would just like to say, just really encourage any woman listening to this that if you feel inspired or motivated, or if you have goals, if you need any type of change in your life, to, just book a consult and let us know. We are here for, support. And yeah, it's so worth it. And it really does work.
Beautiful. And thank you, Amber, for being such an inspiration and a beautiful testament to the work, and for showing up, and for deciding to start your business. Because that's really what it is about. It's like that decision to make the change, because they say that it's really only 1% of the population that actually changes their life, because you're willing to show up and look in all those uncomfortable spaces of like what needs to shift and what needs to evolve. And coming into the program, I like to say a little bit like I'm the bad guy, or the bad goddess, and not the bad, but the more strict goddess, and Amber's like the nice one. But we definitely really use intuitive wisdom and guidance that your soul and guides are speaking to us to support you and guiding you on your journey. So there's so much support awaiting you in this program, and we can't wait to share it with you. So as Amber said, book a consult with us. We thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you for being here.